Your challenge, if you choose to accept this mission, is to replace this 30-year-old Von Duprin 9899 exit device and install a new Precision 2100 cylinder dog and night latch rim cylinder along with an ADA compliant door pull. Do you accept this mission?
Mission accepted.
Okay, getting an early start this morning. It's just after 7 a.m. and I need to do a construction project, put a cylinder in that door, and I can also tell that that handle is not an ADA compliant handle, and it wasn't done by the contractor because they would have put an ADA panel on it, being that it was built in the 90s sometimes. So that tells me someone in the school or something put this on there, even though it's an exit only door. We also have other issues. The door won't close due to slip hinges wearing out. Door won't close. Binding on the frame. Getting on the frame. But we need to get teacher's access. I'm also going to replace this Von Duprin 9899 device. It's not working all that great. Been around here a long time. So, I guess after 95, 96, 20 or so years, it's ready to be replaced. Almost 30 years, I guess. Okay. Let me get my tools out and we'll start, you know the routine, take everything off. Well, let's make it safe for the kids and staff. Okay, we're going to replace the Von Duprin with this Precision exit device, a Hager handicap, I guess that's what the HC stands for, compliant door pull. The rim cylinder on the outside. I already have a dogging cylinder already installed, key to the school. To rehand these doors, because this will go in the door like that, but this needs to be on the other side to make it work. For the right hand door, I gotta turn that over, which is just remove these 4 screws, turn the plate over, screw them back on, and this cam where the rim cylinder goes will be over here, and it will work on this swing of doors. If you leave it like that, eventually what happens is when someone dogs it down or something, this will fall down and get jammed. Especially on the older models that don't have a rim cylinder. A lot of times with no rim cylinder, exit only, we just take the back plate off altogether. But you gotta turn that around. But first, let me start stripping the door down, getting all the old stuff off. Okay, let's start removing the old hardware. I'm amazed that still works after all these years. That's special. Battery's full. That's stripped out. Okay. I can tell I've never worked on it because there was a screw in the bottom. Problem. Jeez. I didn't expect this to be such a problem. It's just a piece of sheet metal. It should have been right out of the way. It's just this. I mean, they come right out. I don't. Just trying to show you. This is just a little, you know, old defender on type stuff. Rocket science. This is more sturdy. Okay. Well, you get the picture. Take this off. What we have here these are called sex bolts. If you watch, it's spinning. They all are spinning. That makes life a little tougher. It's spinning around. Let's back up and punt. Actually, sometimes you can get a pair of pliers on or put pressure on. Try this out, put pressure on it. Maybe that'll work. Let's try. What to do? Well, we're not keeping it off or whatever. Do I drill the screw heads out? What do I do? What to do? Well, before I go and drill the screw heads out, let me try this with the other screws on with bind on. Nope. That trick ain't working. Yep. Vice grips, adjustable speed wrench, oh boy. What to do? Sawzall? I'd have to do Sawzall. Well, maybe I can put sex bolt completely rusted. Boy, I got an early start. I'm putting a screwdriver behind the sex bolt. Heavy. Ever notice when things get hot, no matter how light they might be, you cannot pick them up when they're red hot. Okay, let's do that trick a couple more times. Screwdriver. Putting it in behind the sex bolt to put pressure on it. So I can now okay, I got them loose. This one. Wiggle out of there. At least the aluminum doesn't rust. Oops. Dogging mechanism sure did rust up. But they never use it. That. Gotta take that end off, but I think I'll work on the door pull first. If you do that, sometimes, also use a number 3 bit, gives you enough grip and painted screws. Hey. Oh, maybe not. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe I turn the handle. Yep. Okay. I could have probably used a torch to warm things up. Okay, yeah. Corrosion. Remember, that's probably pretty hot. Piece of garbage. Now, Precision Hardware has multiple. I'll show you. They put these double figurated holes, whatever, and they are for Precision. Is like a sergeant hole pattern on those. This is Von Duprin, and I believe the narrower ones here are Von Duprin. and the wider ones are the precision sergeant ones. But we'll figure that out in a minute. So let's take that part off over there. I'll get back to you. Okay. So I made a little sheet for putting on these door pulls. So since they're like 8.5 inches apart, it's like an old slide rule, I mean a combination square. Marked them. Poke 2 holes. Now I can just line it up where it needs to go and hold it in the front hole, mark the holes. It'll dangle down. It will mark it here and hold it there. You hold it, put it here. It will find vertical. And it's also the hole pattern. So where do I want to put this? Let's mount it about here. I need to measure where the hole saws. I put a hole saw through the door to put the rim cylinder, but I think I'm gonna go over to my truck and grab a head off of a Von Duprin and a precision device that I've had to replace or repair or whatever. I have spares. Well, I know those 2 holes are okay. What? I'm gonna use my anchor lube. Water-based drilling lubricant. Well, you don't need to see me drilling holes here. Not a big deal. Got one done. Okay. Got 2 quarter 26 volts and a handful of 1024s, which will go through the device. I'm going to use the bigger ones to fill in the holes where the wrong door pull was installed on a door that originally didn't have a door pull. I also got my old precision exit device head so I can mark where the rim cylinder goes through. Now remember, when I say where the rim cylinder goes through, wherever my rim cylinder went, oh, here it is. Remember, it's going to line up there, but you can't drill right there. You got to drill the center of the rim. So basically I take this, I take the back plate, I'll hold it over that hole, and then I'll mark like the very top of the hole and put a drill bit through there and put a hole saw and a cutout for the rim cylinder. So let's before we do that, let's put all these other things, fill all the holes back in, put the door pull on. Reinforcement plates in there. Getting in my way. Okay. Gonna fill in those holes quite nicely, huh? Flex bolts are in to cover up the old door pull. Let's put the new door pull on. They come with their own screws. Now, I normally don't put finish washer or the beauty washer on underneath there because it might interfere with the it's going to go right in here somewhere, so it might interfere with that. If the screws here as this slides, it might interfere with it, so I'm not going to put a finish washer on that hole. No, maybe I'll put 2 on this one. Maybe only 1. Open the door. I'm sorry for it to work. You want to loose, so you got flexibility. A little more. And I don't know there's behind the ribs and reinforcements that get away until you drill it off. I never go straight anyway. Okay, so I put the old precision head on. As you can see, it is the upper and inner hole pattern for the Von Duprin. Now I'm going to mark where the tailpiece comes through, or the rim cylinder. Take this off, mark it up, and drill a hole for the rim cylinder. Okay, I marked the hole. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to center where the tailpiece goes through, and I'm going to mark the very top between the two on the schlag. These are right in the middle of the rim cylinder. So I'm going to mark right in the middle, very top, and in the center of the hole. That's where we need to drill a hole saw. Put a hole saw through. Let's start with a pilot hole, smaller hole. going to go all the way through the door. Okay, that done. We'll get a hole saw. Hole saw. Now this is a good place to use anchor lube. Now we're going to go through the door and have it pilot bit. Probably don't need the pilot bit to go through all the way, but let's cut this half. You know what? I'm going to slow this down a wee bit. Most of you will probably never have to deal with these doors here. Remember, they might be light when they're hot, they're heavy. Okay. I notice there's no gap in this door. Carpenter's coming out to change the hinges. Let's finish this thing up. Rim cylinder. Now, even though rim cylinders usually come with their screw, we got these 1224s, which is what this is. Bigger head, less likely to be pulled through the back plate. Need to cut them down for a standard door or even a 2-inch door. see, they fit the hole a little better. No. I think what I'll do is I'll mount the device. Before I do that, I gotta turn it over. I'll turn the back plate over. Let's do that. Remember, I'm gonna put this over here so it'll go on the door like that with the cam for the rim cylinder up here. Been doing it so long we can tell. It's like we can go to a regular house and it locks in upside down. When we go to a door and we see the rim cylinder down here, down bottom, and this X bolts or door lever trim. I've seen the lever trim, they put it down there. Now sometimes on the digital combination lock or exit device, the door mount cabo, you gotta mount it like this because of the way, either that or it's gonna be really high in the door, which really looks odd. So we'll cross that bridge then. Wrong way. Lefty loosey. To get the screws loose, the plate comes out. All you do is it's so much easier than the original ones, especially the fire rated ones. A little more involved. Nice to meet you. Now go away, please. Okay. What I normally do is I put a clamp over there. So let me go get a clamp to hold that end of the device. Okay, got a long reach heroin. I didn't even notice this, but this frame is shot too. That should not be there. Not my problem. Okay, notice. Yep. See you back there.
What's up?
See you back at the ranch.
All right.
Let me raise this end up a little bit. Turning the sex bowl on the back side. Get it started. Try to use shorter screws down here. He's a little loose. Until I get the other end done, which is the back plate. Okay, I'm gonna go work on that end. I'm going to use the screws that came out of it because they didn't through bolted like they were supposed to. Magneto go? Oh, there it is. Magneto. Okay, that's done. Upper plate says precision. see how it. Let me show you how dog the cylinder works. Push the device in, turn it, dog's open. Do it the other way. Now it's locked. Okay, so put the cover plate on and it should be done. No. Huh?
Mission accomplished.
Yay!